So over the last couple of months, we have received tons of Black Panther info, whether it be leaks, rumors, speculation, and any actual solid news. We've got tons of stuff that have really been floating around the internet, and it's safe to say it's been given in dribs and drabs until we've got the official announcement, which of course then showcased the trailer and it went a little more in depth. So with that said, I thought we would take this time right now to actually compile all the info that we know on this Black Panther DLC and what to really expect, because we know that the next thing we're getting is the official deep dive video. But before we get into that, we've got a great sponsor which I know you guys will love, so let's roll the ad and then we'll continue. So today's video is sponsored by Disney Heroes Battle Mode, which is by a long shot one of the most fun free-to-play RPG games that I've played in a long time, simply because there are over 100 plus Disney characters to choose from. Now before I show you more, use my QR code on screen right now or visit the links below to download this game. So it's all about assembling your team with your favorite characters. Like in my case, my top 3 are Mr. Incredible, Frozone and Buzz Lightyear. And then what you want to do is start powering up your heroes and join in a guild as you battle through the digital city. Now after growing my team, I found out that I loved these 3 characters the best, so I've spent some time upgrading them, because when you upgrade them they get stronger skills of course, but I really like this character's skill in general because it just looks awesome and it's super powerful. Now doing this really turns the dial up, and one of my favorite parts of the game was making my way through the digital city, battling waves of enemies and then testing the strength of my team, because of course each level gets harder as my team gets stronger. Now go to my description box below or my pinned comment or scan the QR code that you're seeing on the screen and hit the link in the description and download Disney Heroes Battle Mode right now. First thing I did want to mention is that the release date is going to be in August 2021, so the deep dive usually comes out a few weeks before that, so considering we're just going into July, I do expect it to be around sort of mid-July, towards the end of July. It depends on what that release date is going to be, so like I said, all we know right now is it's available in August 2021. Now we do know they kind of like have a tendency to follow patterns, so if they do go ahead and follow patterns, we could be looking at towards the end of August, maybe mid-August, but again, that is just pure speculation and trying to spot patterns in their previous DLC drops. Now, the second thing is who the voice actor is actually going to be for Black Panther. Like, this alone is such a huge part, because we know that Marvel's Avengers have their little jokes with their characters, etc. Sometimes it could be super cringy, and other times it can actually be quite clever. So when it comes down to a voice actor, it's also about feeling like you can actually relate to that character, and also that a voice matches the character's persona, right? In the sense of, if it's a strong, powerful character, there needs to be the voice that's fitting for that character's appearance as well, right? So that's key, and what we do know that was leaked a while back is that the voice actor will allegedly be Christopher Judge. Now if you don't know who Christopher Judge is, he is actually the voice of Kratos in the 2018 God of War reboot. So that alone is pretty solid, like you can't really complain about that. And again, we kind of saw these sort of snippets in the trailer that they went ahead and released more recently, and it really just feels like this is going to be the hit. This is really going to be that one DLC that's going to be the biggest update, that's going to bring tons of value to the game. And really, they know that, we all know that this is the make it or break it for this game, so it needs to be top notch basically. Now, as far as the storyline goes for this DLC, the official description is as follows. Black Panther must defend Wakanda from Claw, who seeks to steal vibranium for his own desires. And well, that's basically it in a nutshell. That's it in a sentence, and we've literally got the trailers for it, and you can really sum up what's about to go down. It seems like it's going to be absolutely insane because of the way, of course, Claw goes ahead and morphs into these different characters is really, really interesting as well. Now, when it comes down to Black Panther's abilities, there have been so many rumors and quote-unquote leaks that still really leave it in the speculation section. Now, with that said, however, it's an absolute no-brainer for him to be focused on close-range combat, and of course, thanks to his vibranium suit, he should be able to deal with a lot of damage. And really, what I do strongly believe is once you've leveled him up to the absolute maximum that you possibly can, I do believe he'll almost be untouchable, potentially one of the strongest characters in the game that's really fun and acrobatic as well to play with. But again, we gotta see how that actually feels. So far, again, we've only seen cinematic footage, we've not seen some raw gameplay, and that's why that deep dive video is absolutely vital, because it's going to be giving us all of that to really soak in, and then come to that conclusion as to, is it almost like another cloned character in terms of, you know, how acrobatic he is, or is there a brand new feel to it? One of the biggest pain points that I should probably add on to this that really links to how this character will be in combat is also how he'll be able to get across the map without feeling like it takes forever and you're just consistently jumping. Right now, I personally believe he may well just be able to wall run like Captain America, but honestly, I'd love there to be something different, right? Because sure, like Captain America is probably the least exciting person to run across the map as opposed to Thor, Iron Man, even Miss Marvel, even, I mean, Hawkeye, definitely Kate Bishop. There's so many characters that are fun, so if it really was a scenario where he could only wall run, sure, it's not the worst case scenario, but well, it is actually the worst case scenario, but it's not the worst thing is what I mean, right? So it could be worse, I guess. But like I said, I do just strongly believe that it will just be wall running. But hey, we'll have to wait and see on that. Now, what's vital is that this DLC is not just the character being added into the game. It's not just T'Challa, it's not Black Panther, here you go, do whatever you like, right? It is the fact that it's coming with a whole new map being Wakanda. Like, that alone being the biggest location that people are really anticipated for is huge within itself. We know our enemy is Claw, and this really finally means that we're getting new enemies too. So it won't just be the same robots that we've been battling for almost a year now, right? And it's getting really repetitive. So this is that make it or break it moment where you've got a batch of new enemies, and again, you're going to have to find your sweet spot in how you deal with them. Now, I've touched up on this recently, and I do just want to bring it to light again, and that's the fact that there is the intention from the Avengers team for AIM's story to actually be done and dusted, meaning Black Panther's DLC and Wakanda opening can really be that big open door to further be built on and possibly tie more stories into. I'm a big believer in that. I do think they can definitely 100% go down that road. It's just what characters can you tie into that they have on the roster so far, right? But again, either way, it's still going to be a location that hopefully as well we will be able to have the patrol mode in, which so far we know is going to be the free roam aspect of a game where you could be roaming around and random enemies will pop up and try and attack you, but they're only going to trial it with one map for the time being Wasteland, which of course came with Hawkeye's DLC, and if it does well, they'll then implement it into other maps. So that's why I say we definitely want it for Wakanda for sure. And the final thing I want to say regarding the roadmap is we know Black Panther is in August now, and we are going to be getting our deep dive very soon, but Miller done the leak a while back predicting the order, and so far it's actually been correct, and we've had Clint Barton on time, but then it was actually Peter Parker, then King T'Challa being Black Panther of course, Jennifer Walters who is She-Hulk, Bucky Barnes being Winter Soldier, Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, and James Rhodes, who is of course War Machine. Now, so far, it seems like it's going to plan, apart from Black Panther's DLC has switched with Spider-Man's DLC, and it makes complete sense, and we do now have that theory that they're going to go ahead and drop that Spider-Man DLC towards the end of the year that really ties into the movie release, but we've also been told that we will be getting an updated roadmap as well that's going to give us that clear indication, right, on hey, this is what's happening in 2021, but now this is what's going to be happening from like, I don't know, September 2021 all the way down to like July, June, whatever, August of next year, 2022. That's what we need, that's what we're going to get, and that's what's going to be huge. But guys, that's going to wrap up this video here. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day, and until the next one, adios amigos.